All right, we're back here herb gathering for the last 97 pieces that I'm going to be needing for this stupid Star of Nostos treasure. So we're going to have a nice late night stream, gonna get everything set up, started, and it should be fun. At least I'm hoping it will be. Okay. That's set up, that's set up. Good, good, and good. All right. Time to jump into it. I also forgot. I'm probably going to have to repair my alchemy stone after earlier. Let's see. Manos, Olivia, and we're going to grab probably 500. I think that'll do. You know, just because, like, everyone's in the group chat. Do I have wave? No, I don't. How do I not? How do I not have wave? We'll do that one. Let's get into our gear, make sure we have everything on. I forgot. Let's equip that one. Okay, that should all be running correctly. At least I'm hoping so. Yes, yes, yes. Check, check, check. Got our pets out. Got our pets. Yes, we do. And we'll go ahead and post up on our Instagram to let everyone know we're live. And then we'll get into gathering. There. Posted, and now we go. What's our energy situation looking like? Looking pretty bleak, so we'll pop that. We're at 538 out of 612. Popped our mellow herbal medicine, which should get us a decent amount, and I still have the turning gates buff active. Luckily, I had to change channels right before starting because there was already someone here. Activate that, so I don't have to worry about that, and we get that gathering item drop rate increase. And already from the rip, we are getting some good treasure pieces. It shouldn't take us that long, so I can switch off to another one. I'm probably going to do lumbering and get that out of the way. Ugh. I don't want to, but pretty much gonna have to. See if I can't get that millennial ginseng. Oh. I also have some rings I'm gonna have to start tapping. Rings, probably. Earrings, all that good stuff, which I don't know if I'm gonna have enough of the black stones, but we're gonna find out. I have 122 on me now, but we're gonna try our tapping if luck isn't gonna be on our side with the actual gathering, and we're gonna see if the enhancing will actually go ahead and go through. If I'm not lucky one place, I have to be lucky in another place. That's my logic. But if you guys are just joining me, we did gathering earlier today for a good 6 hours. I'm probably going to be streaming for probably we'll go at 2 hours. That should be good enough to get us everything that we need. And, you know, get to bed on a decent time so I'm not exactly exhausted for tomorrow, because I'm probably going to do a stream before work tomorrow too. I just don't want to be exhausted. Nothing good. Probably do like 10 minutes of gathering, probably 20 minutes of gathering, and then if we're not lucky enough, then yeah, I'm gonna start trying to tap things to change my luck. That's my logic. If I can't get the treasure, we'll tap things. One of them is bound to go. one of them. All right, let's see, let's see. So far, not so good. I am getting really annoyed with the HDR, like their remastered settings and everything. It bugs me. The light differences. And then at nighttime it gets way too dark to actually see things. Come on, come on, come on. Anything worth a damn? Yeah, no, my luck has gone down straight. I'm just getting 2s every so often. I'm hoping to not have to spend a while here again. Okay. Alright, if that's how it wants to play. If that's how it wants to play, we're gonna raw tap some things. You gotta get lucky somehow. It's 1, 2. Ah, damn it. Alright, 1. How many do I have left? How many do I have? 68? Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We gotta change my luck. Come on. Oof. Change your luck, alright. That's 1. Just failure after failure after failure. I got 16. I am not going to be able to continue tapping. And the guaranteed. That's annoying. That's really, really highly annoying. But yeah, we'll do it. We'll gather everything just to go ahead and tap it. That's what we'll do. We'll make a fun little game of it. Even though we're gathering technically for the treasure pieces. 909. We'll try our luck. Alright, so yeah, simple alchemy, boom, boom, and boom. And that should be mass processing. At least I think it should be. No. Hey, Eric. Yeah, I'm having a late night stream. So, in my infinite wisdom, I'm gonna be attempting to tap some Manos. Pretty sure I grabbed the wrong ingredient, so my goal is to get the sharps and the black gem fragments to go ahead and tap up Manos. You know, make a fun little game of coming out here and failing miserably. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. That's what I'm doing. Okay. You know, it's been a while since when I forgot how to do all this. Enhancing, move. Let's go ahead, pull out 2k of those, and let's do this again. Boom, boom, boom. Do that first. We get our black gems, and then from there, how many black gems do I have? 333. I think I need a total of 500. We can get to 500 and we'll try our luck. I got an instant instant try, I think, necklace, and then we'll keep tapping all the other ones. Oh, and before I do anything, I gotta try to tap my Creon necklace into a, or earring into a hex. See if we can't get lucky enough there, which I doubt. I highly doubt. But if I'm not gonna get the Millennial Wild Ginseng, I might as well try my luck, right? my luck has been bad. I went out there for 6 hours and I still did not get enough of the treasure pieces to go ahead and unlock everything. Bum, 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 bum. Just waiting. All right. Whoops. First, let's take that off. Second, we gotta move these because apparently we can't do anything while they're still in our enhancement bag, which makes no fucking sense. I don't know why Pearl Abyss thought that was gonna be a great fucking idea, but hey, we're here and there's nothing we can really do about it. Come on. Yeah, that might be enough. 15, 22, or 25. Yeah, that should be enough. I should end off with at least, I'm gonna say like 200. I wish there was a better way to go ahead and mass process these, like give me the ability to process 100 of the black gems, you know, and then work my way up from there. But no, we got to go in intervals of 10. 55. $75 or 65. I'll leave 75 and okay, that'll be enough to start with. Let's try our luck. Here goes nothing. Is 10 gonna be a fail or is it gonna go through? Yeah, no, I tried. Okay, let's go ahead and get that instant. And I'm raw tapping the Manos. Okay, I have enough to go ahead and do 2 more. We'll probably buy more and continue tapping. I have no shame in my game. Missing 3. How many do I have left? Oof, not enough. Okay. So apparently we'll have to continue doing this. It's a little annoying I could not hex it. And I know I'm going to fail the 5 other times and I'm going to have to pity tap it. That's what really bugs me at the end of the day. Like, I don't even get the normal like 1 tap or people doing their fucking raw taps and shit like that. Nah, I have to go for the pity taps. And let's double check, make sure everything is working out correctly. Yes, okay. Let's check over on Twitch to make sure everything is working over there. Cool. Everything is working as intended. Awesome. Get enough of these stones to go ahead and enhance probably like what? 10, 21, 32, 64, and probably I'm gonna need like total of like probably 70 to 80 of the concentrated just to go ahead and fail. I'll send that off to another alt. Like I could sell it and make that 6.1, or I could convert it into a Prion and sell it, but I'd rather use it for an alt. A complete waste of time, to be honest. I could just go out and buy them, but I kind of don't want to go that route. I really don't. $143. And that'll be one. That's 30 right there. We have to take a short little recess while we do this, but I swear we're gonna get back into gathering. We're gonna gather all the materials to continue tapping. That's the plan. Okay, so I don't need these because I'm apparently doing the wrong thing in my head. And I gotta repair my alchemy stone too. Can I do that while I'm waiting? No. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, cool. Even better. I don't have to wait. But I can't put it back on. They got me there. And we'll try with that. This, and that. Could be 40. This is where all my sharps are going. That and the alchemy stones. Like, I should sell them, but I don't like listing things like that on the central market when I know I can use them for other things. $20, $30, and then the last one, $40. Come on, you can do it. Let's try again. 30% failed. There goes all the stones. Failed. It's not protected. I don't want to do protected. Either it goes or it doesn't. And it doesn't. Still out of stones. Story of my life. But I have so many materials. I can go ahead and throw them away at tapping useless manas. You know, might as well, right? It's not like we're doing anything else other than gathering and gathering and more gathering and even more gathering. Why not gamble? Why not gamble with our materials here? I'm going to be gathering more of it anyway. I wonder, can I edit my UI while I'm here? That up a little bit higher. Let's say I could reset to maybe just a little bit higher. Yeah, that should do. There, now it's not all jumbled up. $70. I don't think I'm gonna need that many. So we'll stop once it hits 100, make the 20, and try our luck yet again. Which again, I know I'm gonna fail it. Enhancing, move over the 100, move that there. Let's process that, and that. Get our 20, how many do I have? 26? That'll be good enough to fail. All right, here we go. Here's to failing again. Oh, don't do protected. We raw tap in this place. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Raw tap that shit. We don't use cron protection. Hey, there we go. We got another try. There, we can transport that out and continue on our gathering. And that can be used for yet another alt. Now let's see if we can get lucky on the materials. I was proccing buried traces earlier, so I'm hoping I can get lucky enough to continue doing that and earn back a lot of those sharps. But if not, I'm still not really worried about it because we have to do all the other gathering activities anyway, so there'll still be chances to earn the sharps. Once I get enough sharps again, we'll go ahead and start tapping yet again. I should probably buy more Manos. Probably, but question is, will I? Any other ones? Nope. Hopefully we don't get any other player trying to jump in on my gathering session. I don't want to have to keep changing channels. Not today. I'm just not in the mood. Well, not tonight. Oops, forgot about you over there. Hey, there we go. Already. Exactly what I needed. It's 20, another 20. We're just racking up the taps here. And for my stables, I think I'm doing good with the passive money generating, because over in Duvenkroon, we currently have a total of 8.1 bill ready to be Imperial delivered, or almost ready to be Imperial delivered. We just gotta finish leveling up all the little lobies here. Maybe continue leveling up these to 30 to go ahead and increase the value. I don't care about the weeds right now. I'm just in it for the sharps, you know, the black gem fragments. I mean, you need 1,000 of them, so, you know, keep grinding. And Lewis, it's like basically RNG, unfortunately. Even at my 1.2 or 2.8, which is pretty low. I don't have anything else to increase my mastery, and I don't really want to pop the good. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I might have something to go ahead and hit that 2K. Why, yes, I do. So yeah, I I did gathering for 6 hours total earlier today, and I'm only at 909. Started with five something. So if you have good RNG, great. Just don't always expect to go out there and gather that 100 pity shards and all. And from what I experienced and what everyone else is saying, the lumbering part is going to be like the worst part. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's just my RNG like falls by the wayside when it comes to lumbering for the pity pieces. Or the pity piece. Come on. I just need like 2 of the really good Green Thumb Artisan minigame taps where it procs the 20 pieces. Like if I can get at least 3 to 4 of those, I'll be set. That's my whole gathering session for herb for the night, and then I can go off and do other things like, oh man, I think I'm gonna tackle lumbering. I think we're gonna tackle the worst one next and finally get that out of the way. It's like when you're going for the archaeologist map and you go to Pilaku first to get that. I think Pilaku is the worst one, so doing that one first, you know, you get that annoyance out of the way, and then you can go ahead and start grinding the Rod Sulfur Mine. The compass, I mean, either way, they both suck, so it doesn't matter which one you go for. But the map, I think Pilaku is like the most boring, drab area that you could possibly grind in. There we go, 20. Not bad, not bad. We need 3 more of those. And I don't have my alchemy stone running. There it is. We got to keep that gathering item drop rate buff active at all times while out here. That's going to be the only thing like saving me from spending 3 to 4 hours having to get 100 stupid little treasure pieces. So far we're at 931. We're getting there. And let's go ahead, toss that in, those in, get rid of all of our materials that we can before we run out of maids. All right, 0 maids, weight is back down, but I'm keeping all of the black gem fragments and the sharps on me so I can continue tapping. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get some more accessories to waste our taps on, shall we? Buy the 1. And then we'll do 3. Let me double check. Can't do it that way. Let me double check which ones I'm gonna need next. Okay, so 1 ring, 1 earring, the necklace, and the belt. So we'll try our luck. On Millennial Ginseng. Millennial Ginseng or that 20 proc. Neither. Neither. I'll even take a couple more wands. I got a total of 6 wand dawn crystals earlier when I was out gathering, so let's hope to get that RNG back. And considering I haven't just one tapped a try yet, oof, I have no faith in my RNG at the moment. Pitied 1, failed on all the other ones, and finally got the try. Yeah, no sense of luck. 594. And our energy shouldn't be a problem for the next 2 hours, or the duration of the stream. Since it's midnight, I'm not going to be streaming for another 6 hours. It's just, you know, a little late night quick stream to go ahead, finish out our gathering. And then I'll be back on tomorrow before I have to go out to work. Because my scheduling changes so much, and it can change at a moment's notice. I'm not exactly going to make a whole streaming schedule or whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and post on my community tab when I'm going live, so it's not a complete shock and people have time to, you know, prepare and or get a little heads up when I'm about to go live or planning to go live. Come on, rock the minigame. And as usual, I hope you guys can hear everything. Hope you guys can see me. All of that good shit. The music's not too loud. Sound effects are not too loud. All of it. I kinda put work into them. Not like how everyone goes out and gets their little anime waifus and shit like that. But I at least try to keep them updated. I have to re-update them on their like professions and stuff, so I can just look at the portrait and see, okay, that one does this one, that one does that one, just solely by the costume that they're wearing. Like I'd started to, but after changing which tunes do what, I haven't updated them since. So as you can see, you know, my processor, I gotta change him into his hunting, the probably alchemy, put him in his gathering. This one is my matchlock hunter farmer, which I don't have the farming costume. Underwater gatherer, but I'm gonna change her into my sailing and bartering alt. Yeah, I really don't care for all that. That's going like, that's putting too much effort into something that I barely even look at. I'm not one of the guys that'll sit there and stare at their portraits and like, oh, look at that, or like try to brag about it or anything like that. For me, I'm just gonna take a picture of them in their costume and call it a day. Like, as long as I know which alt is doing what when I actually decide to jump on that alt, you know, which I usually try to stick on my main, so the only times I will see it is if I'm checking to make sure, you know, I have all the items that I'm currently, you know, using or going for and blah blah blah. Yeah, I was never one of the players that will go ahead and pretty up their profile, their character portraits and things. Come on, give me something good. This is going to continue. My bad luck's going to continue, and I'm going to have to do some more tapping. Try to offset it. Yeah, because we're only at 933. Definitely, probably going to have to change my luck here coming up. If trash on trash on trash. It's like going out trying to capture horses and only finding T6s. Or an empty field. One of the two. Hey, at least we're getting all of our energy back after wasting. I'm not gonna say 600. I'm thinking I wasted around 2k energy earlier. Only because I kept regenning for the full, well, for a full 5 hours. That last hour, I didn't pop anything and just let it drain. Ended off the stream when I finally ran out of energy. Ooh, look at you. You got a spirit essence. I'm hoping my name pops up for the stupid ginseng. That would be nice. I haven't had that in such a long time. Yeah, like, I'm just one of the players that don't really care for it. If I can't sit there and do it in game, you know, if there's not an option for any of that where it's readily available on the UI in the game, I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. Like, I'm really not. Maybe if I looked at the portraits more, you know, maybe, but I'm not even bothered enough to do that. Just not one of those types of players, you know? It's like, I don't even go out and get, you know, the costumes because it looks good on the character. I'll get the free ones when they offer it, and then obviously the life scaling ones because they offer the bonuses and perks and shit like that. But I don't even care if the costume looks good or not. I don't go out of my way to, you know, use Black Desert as a fashion game or anything of the such. I know that is a popular thing, like in the community, you know, doing a little fashion contest and trying to make your character look, you know, cool and shit like that. I think the most that I've done was I made a fishing little costume. Let me see if I can show you. You know, that's the most I did. I made a nice little fishing costume and I called it a day. We're gathering. And even then, I didn't even have all of the pieces that I wanted. I think I was missing like 2 pieces, so I was like, you know, I'll make do with what I got. And when it comes to my main, like, I'm sorry, but they don't give the shy too many options. You know, like, they give all the other characters like really good costumes, and then the shy gets like the most weirdest looking or just pure basic costumes. And I'm not saying it has to like go all risque and shit like that. Like, you can still make cute and adorable outfits and stuff. It's just a lot of times they don't. They really, really, really don't. What's up, Bio? Hey, welcome back, man. Another night, another stream. We're out here gathering for the Star of Nostos. So far, we're currently sitting at 937 of the treasure pieces. Oh, you know, BDO's BDO. Another week, another just BDO. That's all I can really say. But we're trying to get the tent treasure. Once I get done gathering all the ones for our herb gathering, I can move on to the worst one, being lumbering. And while I'm out here gathering the sharps and everything, I do enough to stay relevant. Like, I don't like to just take breaks and not pay attention, or if I do take a break, it's like I'm AFK fishing while I'm out playing another game, but I'm still doing enough to stay up to date with any of the updates that are coming out and all that. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me that. Everyone keeps telling me that, and I might have to go out tanning and see what everyone's talking about. But so far, I keep getting the buried traces. So far today, total, I've gotten about 15 of them. I think 15. All right. I'll have to answer that when I get some time to. We're at 555 energy. Any good updates? Just the gathering treasure. That's about it. Oh, and we got like a contribution refund for them changing around a couple of the nodes, so I got back a total of 26, put the contribution into other nodes, and it's just you know, work as usual. But I think the gathering treasure has been like the best update so far. Were you here for the tier 6 and 7 bartering goods that they added, you know, whole new routes and all that? I don't do bartering, but everyone seems to enjoy the update. I made about a bill selling the bartering goods, and I just don't really like sitting there watching my boat float around for hours on end. Just not my cup of tea. And then farming got their growth periods extended all the way up to 21 to 24 hours across the board. Like, I got my Carrack, you know, I did the hard part. Now I just don't really care for it. Like, I should go back and continue making a second Carrack. I'm like halfway there. Well, halfway to getting the blue parts to go and get the materials to do the actual upgrade. But it takes too long, even in the Carrack. Like, way too long just sailing around. I'm not even talking about the drops, you know? And then what really like annoyed me was the fact that I finally got my stupid treasure map. You know, it was a nice rare drop from, I think, the Siren randomly, and it was a dud. That's what like really fucking irks me. Like, my first map after so many hours doing the sea content, and it turned out to be a dud. It was like the Margoria treasure update. You know, you spend all that time sailing around, you finally find a treasure, and it's a fucking dud. 10 mil. And at the time, the gold keys were going for more, so I spent more for the keys, and I couldn't even use the keys. How long have I been playing this game? I've been playing since 2016 when the game came out in North America. Little excessive, but I can't help it. The reason why I've like been playing this for so long is because Arcage died. They killed it, and that was the only other game that could fill, you know, this itch. And because Arcage came out first, I think Arcage came out first, you know, once their beta test was done, I wanted something that, you know, felt almost like it. And I forgot where I was gathering at. I got a little sidetracked. But it was the only game, this was the only game that was kind of sort of like it. And after that, there has been no other game that has like matched the life skilling here. Other than RuneScape, obviously, but I just find myself more connected with this game. And I play them both. But Arcage was going to be my forever game. It really had potential in Beta 3. Then Beta 4 came around and it started going downhill. Oh, the tapping. I just did a nice little tap session earlier to try to change my luck on this, and I think I have enough materials. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try our luck again. We're gonna try our luck, but I pitied one try Manos. Got lucky after failing all of the other Manos taps, got another try Manos, so I need one ring, one earring, the necklace, and the belt tapped up to try, and I'll convert them over to Prion and give them to another character. I'm thinking maybe giving it to my alt gatherer, or not my farmer. My farmer doesn't really need it. Probably the one that's going to be my sailor. Yes, I suggest completing all of the main storylines so that you can get all of the little bonuses and items like that. If and when you get up to the Land of the Morning Light, you will need to complete it in order to unlock your not these ones, your 2 bottom crystal slots here. Where is it? The 2 top ones. Either way, you'll unlock 2 of the crystal slots, which you can't do until you complete that whole storyline. And then doing the story will also unlock the Magnus quest line so that you can go ahead and use your storage, like go to the storage keeper, or if you rented a box from the storage keeper, or bought it from the pearl shop, you're able to go ahead and transfer all of your items around to any of the storage without having to actually run to them, which is like highly convenient. Trying to think what else other than the cool little items that you can get, you know, the little bonus rewards. I think those are the really main important ones. Not sure. How did you get locked out of the quest when they're all like, they go in order? And I'm pretty sure, let me see, main, don't hide completed. Might be in here. No. I gotta figure out which one it was a part of. And what did they tell you? Yeah, right here. That'd be 1, and you get it. You get another one. Go do it again because you skipped it. You didn't do the quest, which means you have to do it anyway. Like, come on. You have 80 bill right now, and you're basically focusing on grinding, like really hard grinding. I don't do mob grinding, bro. I'm sorry. I'm only do life skilling. Like, I could not even tell you what the normal thing is for people. My grinding gear is not even good. My grinding gear is so fucking bad that I can't even go into Adania to do any of the mob grinding. I'm a dedicated life skiller, and that's all I do. I waste the time so that you guys don't have to. Like, I'm the one that goes out and makes all the potions and elixirs and stuff so that you guys have things to go out and buy on the central market. That's the type of player I am. Well, when I was selling things, now I hoard everything and I don't post it up on the central market. Yeah, you should probably listen to Lewis here. Everyone has more of an idea. Yeah, like I said, listen to Lewis there. Lewis probably knows more than me. Yeah, you probably didn't continue one of the stories. Like Tale of the Officers here. And then there's always one other one. Apparently not, bro. Apparently not. If you had it installed, you'd be able to show me the screenshot and all, but unfortunately, I can't exactly help you out without actually seeing them, and we can literally only go by whatever the support said. And I really can't argue with support because they help me out a lot, especially when I delete items that I one, shouldn't have like the ability to be deleted, and or should at least give you a notification, and two, I don't really pay attention when I'm deleting things, which I probably should. I kind of tossed out my my fish tank one night. Had to contact support to get it back. When I was tossing things out, I noticed that there was something blue that I threw out, and I was like really tired after work, so it didn't like register to me until I woke up in the morning and realized all my fish were not going into the fish tank. So I had to contact support to let them know while I was at work, and luckily they went ahead and did it again. The amount of heartbreak and fail stacks you'll use to make Nav Kazarad from base or pen will be greater than farming for pen Debo. I've heard stories about it. I've definitely heard a lot of stories about it, which is why I have not bothered with tapping any type of combat gear. Like, I get enough heartbreak trying to tap up life skill gear. I get enough heartbreak trying to tap up life skill gear for my alts, let alone, you know, combat gear. It's raw tap it. One more. Oh hell, there we go. We got some luck tonight. All right, that's the one ring. Throw those back in. Let's accessories. We'll go with another earring. Yeah, use your hammers and everything to go for the sov. I do know that. Like I do know using all of your crons for the sovs. Like, at least I got that far. Like, at least I got that far. I don't do mob grinding like that, but I do know there are certain things that you should be doing. That's why I'm raw tapping my Manos. You know, I'm not going to bother wasting the crons on the lower Manos when I know all I need is try, and I can go get the base Prion and exchange it on to whichever alt. How many do I have? 896 left. 1.3k of the Black Tomb fragments. And I still have 28. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah, that's that heartbreak you were talking about. That's that heartbreak, that 156 out of 330. I would say can't be me, but it will be me. If I can manage to pity everything, yeah, that is definitely going to be me. I have a feeling that's going to be my experience with my Khan's Heart trying to get the Shining. Like, I'm already 8 out of 250. And I'm 10 out of 15. Like, life skill gear doesn't have all of that, now life skill gear doesn't have all of that, that heartbreak. But there's still heartbreak. Don't get me wrong. Prion tapping is still heartbreak. It's no Kazarad or fucking Sob taps, but it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad, and I haven't done anything with my Bell's Heart. I know I should, but I've yet to do it. My idea is to get the shining first and then move on to the other alchemy stones. Oh yeah, definitely add him and shoot him a message. Like, when it comes to mob grinding, most to all my viewers are like more well versed in it than me. And I accept that. I was just never a mob grinder. When I first started playing the game, my RNG was so bad that it dissuaded me from continuing mob grinding. I do enough now if there is like a life skilling incentive. You know, everyone gets carried. Everyone motherfucking gets carried. I can't say anything. I did a one tap on my shining, or my splendid. It was a random tap too. It was like getting ready for bed. I was like, you know what? I have the materials together. I might as well go and try a lucky tap and go to bed because I know it's gonna fail. And I actually got it. Unlike this. Okay, cool. I was gonna say unlike this mini game. Bush. I don't need a bush. What are we at? 9:45. Oof. We need at least 2, 4, 3 more of those really good taps, and I think I should be done. I can move on to another gathering activity. Come on, come on. I'm getting nice fruits of nature, even though I don't use them. I don't do alchemy like that anymore. Once I hit Guru, I was good. I didn't need any more. You know, now I just do it for the contribution, and I'd rather make the liquid and powder reagents. You know, maybe an occasional blood or whatever elixirs that I'm planning on using, blah, blah, blah. But I don't just sit there and make things for the Imperial turn-ins anymore. I don't make anything to list up on the central market. It's literally just contribution. That's how much I stopped caring about the silver that could be made and all that. Especially because a lot of the really good items can't be bought from the central market. So my logic is, like, why care about the money I can make when there's not really much I can use the money on? And I don't want to hear anything about buying crons. Like, I don't want to hear it. Them raising the cron prices is just annoying as shit. Like, if I get crons, I'll go ahead and do the tap. If I don't, I'm not tapping anything. I'm not going to spend the money on it. We're already having to go out and spend a lot of money on the alchemy taps. I am not going to buy crons either. I'm too stingy. I'm way too stingy with my silver for it. All right, we can probably do 2 fails here. Let's do 2 fails. Let's change our luck for a minute. Failed. Failed. I guess they're gonna force me into making another one. Yep. They're forcing me. I'll do it. I don't want to, but I'll do it. We have 50 more we need. Only 50 more. But hey, on the bright side, I'm getting close to being able to go ahead and gear up a whole nother alt. Yeah, we did 3 taps today so far. 2 rings and an earring. $15, $11, $9, $7, 5 more, and that should be all of them. $50 still not enough. That's only 10. We'll do it. We'll do it. Move the 50. Not that one. This, and those. We'll do it. We're not gonna get lucky on this one, but I'm gonna tap it anyway. We're gonna YOLO it. And the verdict is we have a 30% chance of doing it. Can we do it? All right, there we go. Not bad. Throw that in here. There, now all we need is the belt and the necklace, and we have a whole other alt geared up. Thanks. Thanks, soldier. I'm just tapping to tap. Like, if I'm gonna be out here gathering for like 2 hours and shit like that, that's 2 easy 1-taps. 2 of them so far, back to back. That tri-ring and the yeah, that tri-ring that I just threw in there with the earring, that was another 1-tap. So Provis needs to be kind to me. Give me some good drops now. And if my luck is still going bad, I'll just continue tapping. 953, still. Come on, Millennial Ginseng. I've been trying for a total of 7 hours today so far. Yeah, I've been online for an hour so far now. Yeah, total of 7 hours that I put into gathering just today. What's our energy looking at? 603. Buffs pretty much looking good. Pop those just in case. Oh no, I have Hex. Hex Prion. Almost all Hex. I'm just missing 1. I'm 10 out of 15. But no, June, I'm just gearing up alts. So I could throw the Prion onto him, but I'm gonna give him Logia. I might just give him the Prion. Maybe I'll probably give the what is it? I'll give the Flamoros over to my processor and then have my Musa with the Prion to help out with his gathering. I think that's what I'll do. But my mastery is currently sitting at a... Every time I go to show the mastery, a minigame pops up. Every time today, without fail. But my mastery should be 3K right now. 3.1. Yeah, I'm just gearing to gear him up. I like the convenience. I don't like having to stop and use my maids to transfer any gear. I don't like having to go through the storage keepers and all that dumb shit. I like to be able to swap and run. I like to just not have the time wasted and just keep going. It's more convenient for me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Millennial ginseng. Nothing. I'll keep hoping. No, I'll keep hoping. I'm bound to get one this week, right? Like, logically speaking, if you put enough hours and energy into gathering, you're bound to get one, right? Yeah. That's how it goes, right? Maybe. Kinda. I say the same thing with the Garmy hearts, but I still haven't gotten one. From the drops, at least. I can't say I don't have one in general, because I have 3. But it's just I have not gotten one from the actual drops. My RNG is only extended to my Manos taps. There is no type of RNG when it comes out to gathering and mob grinding. I take it where I can. Which, speaking of that, I should probably go ahead and buy the necklace and the belt. And I have a feeling I'm gonna fail. So I'm probably gonna have to buy a couple. Got 9.3 bill left. Okay, so accessories, we'll go ahead, do the necklace. Let's do 3 necklaces. And we'll do 3 of the belts. Maybe that'll be good enough. Maybe. Buy 2 at the lower cost. Buy that 1. There we go. Let's do a quick check of my material list. 888, 1329, 400. And I still have a stack in my enhancing bag too. Okay, so I think the next time that my weight limit is hit, I'll go ahead and start converting some of the items to go ahead and try to tap it. Come on, you can do it. Proc the 20. Proc the 20. The game will give me massive amounts of fruits of nature, but it can't proc a 20 treasure piece drop. Not even 1 drop. Or the wild millennial ginseng. Like, I'd take that too. Like, I'd even take that. Like, come on. Like, help your boy out. Help me help you. Well, it's not really helping you, but help me, Pearl Abyss. Give me something good. No treasure pieces. Well, it's looking like I'm gonna have to do more tapping again. Not even one. All right. Check our weight. Our weight limit's almost there. Dancing 43. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and start converting this, and that. Yes, and yes. While that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and try to send some of our materials off so it reduces our weight. 0 maids left. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We can go ahead and use our central market now. There, that's 5. And then I have 3 and 3 that I can go ahead and waste my taps on. This is why I'm always broke. Doing dumb shit like this. That's the whole entire reason. And I'm gonna go get a drink and use the bathroom. While I do, I'm gonna be converting more of these down, so we actually have something to watch when I come back. Let's make sure we have a decent amount. And that should be enough. Maybe, yeah, that'll be good enough. You know, I'll come back and it'll probably be like 200 or 300. So I'll be right back, guys, and then we'll go ahead and finish converting our black gems into the concentrated black gems. From there, we'll go ahead and waste our taps on Manos, and maybe, hopefully, it might be good enough to proc any of the good treasure drops while I'm out here gathering. Doubt it, but we'll see. It's not going to take me that long. I'll be right back, everyone. All right. And I'm back. Let's try. We got 240. That might be enough. Yeah, that might be enough. Wait, forgot. They make this so annoyingly complicated at times. They really do. They need to streamline it. All right. That should be 60 concentrated black gems. From there, we can blow it all on failed taps. That's the goal. That's the idea. That's the plan. We gotta make this stream a little entertaining, right? We gotta start one tapping some try Manos. Yeah. I say this and I'm gonna fail every fucking attempt now. I'm even gonna fail the base ones. Hey, no problem, Julian. I'm glad I could help, bro. I'm glad I could help. I've thrown all of the billions and things that I've made into useless gear. Like, let's be real. 100, 90.5, 91, 87.5, 50, 34.9. What's the price of a splendid going for? No, so the price of a splendid. 201 bill. Like, all of my bills have gone into this stupid shit right here. Stop trying to use crons. We don't use protection in this house. We raw tap shit. Come on. Come on, you could do it. Come on, you can do it. Don't fail me now. Motherfucker. And I know this is gonna be a failure. How many stems do I have? Knew it. I knew it. I knew it as we were doing it. Told myself it was gonna be a fail. Had to try, right? It's all right. We'll get more materials to continue doing that. I mean, I still have more. I still have more. We can continue going. I have 771 of the sharps. I don't want that. Oh, okay, that's fine. We're not going for weeds today. Or tonight. Hey, buried traces. There we go. It's 20. Or no, that's 15 and 17. Damn, not even the full 20. It's alright. More sharps than what I started with. Come on, treasure pieces. Don't elude me now. Get lucky, get lucky. Nothing in there. Oh, it's a failure and a half if I've seen one. Like all my Manos tapping, all in these drops. Okay, here we go again. Nothing. And this is with the Splendid active. And we should currently still be at our 3.1 mastery. Ooh, one cracked Terra. Ooh. That's really gonna make a difference. We're still at 595 or 958. Come on, you got this. Don't give up. I should probably change my my stream title. That's what I'm gonna do. There. And Manos taps. I wasn't expecting to be doing any Manos tapping. It was just a spur at the moment. I might as well go ahead and have fun with this midnight stream. And I really don't mind wasting the silver because I life skilled all of my silver. I can just go ahead and continue doing the same thing. And I bought all the accessories at base. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, all my luck is gone. Those two try one taps just it killed it. That first try tap, it was a pity tap, so I can't exactly include that one, but shit. And then the second try Manos tap, that was after I failed everything. What do we got? What do we got? Nothing. Bunch of nothing. $564 on our energy. We still have 98 minutes left on our buff, which is completely fine. I'm not exactly sure what boss just spawned. I have to put an alt over there in Sangoon. I do. Eventually. I've been thinking about it all day. Finally, you know, continue doing the stupid bosses. I just have no real incentive to work on combat gear at all. I'll try every so often and I don't have it in me. It's not like I use it. You know, I don't use my combat gear that often to really justify trying to tap it up. The only reason why I tapped up my Florang and the Vitlari was because I wanted the matching purple to go, you know, with my Prion. That was it. So I guess I'm gonna have to do the bosses to get the flame to get my Artina into Sob, so I have the full complete purple. Minus the clothes until they finally release a Prion clothing set. Which I'm hoping it's not going to be a bind to character type of deal, and you can list them up on the central market and stuff, so there's an actual value to it. I think that's what really puts me off of the newest combat gear. There's no longer a value to any of it. It's all bound, so it's just like basically fucking worthless. At least when it has a value, you get a monetary like sense of like how much money you're throwing into something. Like visually right there in your face. Come on, come on, come on. That's a tree. I don't need the tree. We're not gathering trees right now. At least we're getting cracked Terra again. I'd really like for it to proc the 20. That'd be nice. Like 2 of the taps. That's all I really need. Oh, missed it. Sharps. More contribution byproducts. Because now that I can exchange them for sharps, there's really no other reason. At least for me, there's really no other reason to use the byproducts for anything else. If I did more alchemy, maybe. Possibly, but I don't. I don't do any of the alchemy that uses any of the trace of nature or the fruit of nature. Here we go. Nothing good. Yeah, you would really think after 7.5 hours of gathering all day, I would at least have enough. Oh, and another thing, I am not really worried about the money that I'm wasting because I have all of it in the Imperial deliveries just waiting there at the stables. Once I go ahead and do some AFK training tonight, you know, level them up while I'm sleeping, I'll check back in the morning, see what I have. If they're high enough level, I'll go ahead and get their breeding started so I can Imperial deliver them and make my money back. But for the most part, I know I have the money there. It's just sitting there waiting, and I'm not really concerned, so I can go ahead and blow it. Like so far, I already threw out a total of 6 bill today, so I'm not really worried about it. $110. Looky. We're gonna have to do some taps. Oop, got a little overzealous there. Hey, finally 20. Oh man, we just need 8 more. Oh, finally. All right. Well, while that is, while I'm having to do this, let's go ahead. Open storage. Check out my stuff. I'm not going to do any alchemy until I get the full 200k wild grass. And now that I am actually so far, well, I'm practically done herb gathering. Anything like all the other pieces of treasure that I do find, I can go ahead and start listing up on the central. That I'll go ahead and sell because you can only use one of the stars. There's no point in like making more than one of the stars. especially because you can't even list the star. So at this point, there is no point on actually doing it. Like, maybe if they gave me the option, but they're not. So no point. Come on. 70. Gonna be what, 20? Gonna take me 10, 11, 12. So 34, at least 34 for one. I'm gonna need 90, probably 98, so 100 of the stones to fully get through these 3 fails. And that's going by the logic that they'll actually get the stupid duo tap, or get up to the try attempt. Yeah, it's just there to give me extra money. I'm not going to get the full 18 bill for, you know, getting enough of the byproduct, not the byproducts, the treasure pieces to, you know, make a full one. But at least it's a nice little bit of extra silver, since everyone is wanting it and doesn't want to go out and actually do the gathering, especially for the mob grinders. Mob grinders don't want to go out and gather it themselves. So at this point, I might as well capitalize on that. And yeah, I did all the math. It's like 18 bill, as long as the max price is 300 for 100 pieces. Like, if the price drops on any of the treasure pieces, then I'm thinking the lowest it'll go is like probably 14 bill maybe. But currently right now on NA, it's like the full 18 bill to make one of the Star of Nostos. All right. Probably do the full 300 and then go ahead and convert them into the black gem fragments, or the concentrated black gems. I just know all of these are gonna fail. I have 3, but I only need 1. One of these have to get into a try. One of these. Not all of them. I don't need all of them. Eventually I'll tap them all if I'm really feeling real daring, but I just need one of them. We have 601 energy out of 612. And this is after using all of my... I used more than all of my energy earlier for the 6 hours that I did the last stream. These energy recovery items, man, these are a godsend. I've been saving up almost all of my energy recovery items. I've been going out of my way to get all of the energy items just for a session like this. $30 more, and then we can start converting. This also breaks up the waiting time for the maid cooldown. All right, one more. There we go. I gotta remember to move these out before I attempt it. Cool. This, and that. Let's try it again. Just need 1. I don't care if I fail 2 and get the last one. I don't care if I fail the 1 and get, you know, the second one. Just one of these have to go try. One of these. And then I can start working on getting the necklace. Double check. Yeah, and then I can start working on getting the necklace. $40, be 50, 60. Yeah, it should be 60. It's not going to be enough to tap them all. But that's assuming that I get them all to duo and have the try attempts. Like I said, we don't use protection. We straight raw tap this shit in this house. One fail. Could be the two fails. And I have a feeling this is going to be another fail. Here we go. Oh no, I don't need the taps. I don't need taps. I'm just building alt gear. I go for the base Prion. I keep all of the good taps for my main, and I don't have enough crons for the last hex tap I need. I already figured once I get all my hex taps done, I'll start putting the money into getting my shining attempts. Until then, it's just waiting. You know, they always give out the free cron stones during events, and I'll just casually just wait for them to be given out and attempt it again. That's what I did for my soft weapons. I didn't put any crons into them. I just sat there, waited for them to give out the free hammers and such, and tapped it that way. Like, yeah, it takes longer, but I'm a casual player. I don't have anywhere to be. You know, I'm not trying my luck to be the quickest enhancing to hurry up and get into the latest. Oh, there's really no latest life skill content that requires anything, you know, other than the basic 2k mastery, and you pretty much get that with 10 Manos, so I'm pretty much there already. Like, my gear is pretty solid. Come on, come on. I'm still sitting on 8 bill in the stables for the Imperial delivery. Any more? We just need 8 more of the cracked Terra. Only 8 more. There we go. 6 more. Nothing good. Still nothing good. You know, now that I said how many I need, they're not going to give it to me. And Perlvis is like, no, tap more, tap more. Come on. Come on. You're failing me here. You're failing me. Why can't I just get it? I'm failing myself here now. Like, fuck the game failing me. I'm failing myself. I came in here with aspirations and goals, and I'm gonna walk out with tears and utter heartache. You know it's bad when I'm like, my worst time has been out here gathering. Went through a whole entire like breakup, moving 21 hours away. And it was not as bad as gathering for these treasure items. Like, this is just pure torture. 4 more, that's all we need. Why can't I get them? And don't give me that bullshit with 1 fucking treasure piece per gather attempt. Like, I don't want to hear that. No, I want that 2. Or just go ahead and give me that full 20 proc. That's all I'll accept right now. Here we go. Nothing again. I've been trying to get the Millennial Wild Ginseng. 2 more, 2 more. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. I wanted to do this within the 2 hours. Let's go. Let's do it. I want to at least start another activity. There it is, finally. Hoo. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we combine them with... Yep, the Essence of Nature. Simple Alchemy. And that is 1 treasure piece. We got our 1. Which means I can now go ahead and edit this to 1 out of 6. Not sure why that says I'm not streaming. I should still be streaming. Okay. I'm like, why do you say offline? I shouldn't be offline. I've not dropped connection. For all intents and purposes, nothing is said. I dropped connection. And on to lumbering. Go ahead to the storage keeper. Okay, I don't want to automatically move everything. We're only going to be moving certain things. I'm here. Go ahead and make room again. Yeah, that should be good. I got 4.4k Fairy's Breath, which I'm going to be turning into the contribution. Continue building my worker empire, even though it's really not fucking needed. Check. Is that everything? Oh. There we go. Nope, lumbering. Don't mind me, I'm gonna chop the tree that you guys have been trying to chop since 2016. Being here in Trent gives me PTSD of the early days when you could die out here. Not can, you would. Sorry, my bad. It was almost a guarantee if you were running around Mancha Forest or the Treant Forest, like, you were dead. Like another player would come by and murk your ass in the quickness of 1,000 suns. Like there was no hope for it. Especially if you were a life skiller. That was all before the Manos gear, so there was no protection. Your only saving grace was maybe the trance camouflage. Maybe if you were lucky. And even then, no. It should be like, ooh, a good wild horse. I'll stop and capture you just for shits and giggles. But no. Got 2 of those. It's not looking good for the lumbering already. But I've just had shit RNG with the herb gathering, so I'm kind of expecting the same thing. I don't care if I'm not up there. If I slide down and it still continues, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm getting better luck here. Not really good luck, but I'm getting better luck. Run, man, run. Gotta make sure not to run too far up there. These mobs won't try to attack me, but I'm pretty sure the ones up where the shrine is will. Maybe. Yeah, maybe up there they'll try to attack me. Everything down here, like they look at me and they bitch out. Double proc? Okay, don't mind if I do. All we gotta do is continue down the line. Nothing worth writing home about. But at least I got one of the treasure pieces like fully completed. I'm happy about that. I'll take that one little victory. 606. Where's that giant treant? Like I hear him walking. I think I hear him walking. It might be the smaller ones that are just moseying about that I'm hearing. But I'll always be impressed by that giant treant that's always walking around the zone. When I first jumped into the game, I really thought that, you know, if it stepped on you, it can kill you. And then I became more impressed with the fact that there's a giant fucking tree walking around. It has no bearing on the game, but, you know, I'll give it to Pearl Abyss. They got me there. They got me. I was like, oh, okay. I like it. You know, usually didn't see that in video games, you know, back in 2016. Especially MMOs with just giant monsters roaming around. Maybe World of Warcraft with their the Outlands, but I still think the treant in this one is taller. Not exactly interactable, but still taller. How many hours for the hoe piece? Shit. 12. 13 and a half. And I think that's a little bit too low for my estimates. I'll probably say like 15 to 16 hours it took me. Figures, I murked him and my weight instantly shot up. Like instantly. I don't even need the pine. I'm just out here gathering just for the treasure piece. At least with the herb gathering, I needed the herbs. Well, some of them. And technically, only the wild grass. $66K? Fuck. Fuck. All right. I'm mentally preparing for it. You got me. I'll mentally prepare and get my bearings around it and all that. Fuck. 60 fucking 6. Oh. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that at all. Yeah, I wasn't getting lucky. I wasn't getting lucky at all. But I don't really go by people's average because they embellish way too much. Unless you're watching it happen live on screen, it's all hearsay. Take it with a grain of salt. Like every time anyone tells me like how many hours I should be out there average and blah blah blah, like I'm always out there 2 or 3 times longer and still not even getting the amount that they say. Whoops, I'm just over here failing miserably. At least it was nice 10 contribution points. At least I have the promise of building my worker empire to really enjoy going out here and gathering. I haven't thought about lumbering over at the snowfield timber or the Caphras, but one, there's not enough Caphras readily available so that you can just go out and, you know, do the trees like here. It's not like North Kaya Mountain or Hex Sanctuary or just running around Olvia or anything like that. Like there's trees, don't get me wrong, but there's not a high abundance of trees to just go make a whole entire loop around the region and come back like that. Like originally I was lumbering the Caphras just for the attempts, but I quickly found out that I might have to just suck it up and get a shit ton of pine instead. You know, or go to the other areas that have trees. Alright, man. Good luck at work. Enjoy your day. All that good shit. And or night, whatever it is for you. I'm probably gonna stay on for another hour. Maybe I'll wait until this the buffs expire. But it's already getting late here too. Like it's already going on 2 a.m. for me. And I told myself I'm only gonna do a 2-hour stream. I just wanted to be able to gather everything that I needed. You know. I was like, I only need like so much. You know, I can go ahead and do a quick little stream for it. And then I got sidetracked with the Manos tapping and all that good shit. What are we sitting at for the 62? 62. Pick up my frustrations on you. Damn, the mouse gathering does not work on these trees like that. Come on, proc 20, nothing. 20 sharps, but nothing. Come on, and wait again. Let me turn off Agris. I don't really need the materials out here like that, so I'm not really gonna try to increase how much I'm getting. Yeah, should be good enough. It's not like with the herb gathering where I needed that extra wild grass. I don't need pine. I don't need any of the trees around here. Come on, Millennial. Come on. Proc a minigame and give me the Millennial finally. I just want to have something nice to go to bed to, you know? I need that good old happy moment. Whoops. My bad. Didn't mean to kill you like that. And to be honest, I didn't think you'd die from a kick. Can I reach it? No, I can't reach it. Fucking figures. You know, if it was a lot easier just to cancel it out instead of having to move the mouse, I would. I really, really would. It's just easier to hit R and continue running. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't bother with the Caffers or the snowfield. At least I can just keep going in one path. Whoops. Just trying to get my skateboard. Not go all genocide mode. I'm getting a pretty good amount of the weathered wood chips. Imperial fishing delivery has begun. If there wasn't a horse training event, I'd be trying to do the fishing contest tonight. But I'd rather do the AFK training while I'm sleeping to go ahead and level up the horses like that. There we go. Yep. And camera angles. Give me the mini game. All right, what about you? Give me the mini game. Fucking useless. Useless, the lot of you. And got one. Overshot it. And another one. Where is that giant fucking tree? I thought it would have ran past it already. Or would have walked past me. I know they didn't remove it. And they couldn't have removed it. That'd be fucking blasphemy. I'm just not spotting it. It's one of the reasons why I like running around the forest, like that giant fucking tree. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. All right, maybe if I cross the river, I should, maybe. Oh, no nostalgia for me. No ginseng, no nostalgia. Jeez. And failed my 2 Manos accessory taps that I needed. Where, oh where could the giant tree be? Oh where can you be? How could I miss it? The giant fucking tree. Embrace the suffering. That's all BDO is, embracing the suffering, okay? Let's be completely honest here. Let's not try to lie to the beginners. That's all Black Desert is, just embracing the pure suffering. What do we have for our treasures? 73, and our weight is getting back up there again. At least I have a lot of logs to go ahead and, you know, do something with. Like maybe make some utensils or make some more utensils. They don't sell for a decent amount. 14. Yeah, it's pretty low. Yeah, still no giant tree. Thought surely I'd find it already. I'm stuck in the trees. All right, let's go more towards this way. Try to loop all the way back around to Trent. Once I do hit Trent, I'll stop at the storage keeper and drop everything in there. And then I have at least an hour left on that buff. Once my energy buff is expired, yeah, no, I'm ending the stream. It'll be around 3 a.m. And I still have work tomorrow. I'll find that tree when I least expect it. I probably haven't killed enough of these fucking trees to warrant it walking around. Even though it should be walking around at all times, I'm gonna tell myself I haven't murdered enough. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell myself. Kill more. He needs to stop stomping around. Yeah, stop stomping. What are those? And where are we? Oh, okay. The abandoned monastery. That's why I'm like, why are there mobs popping up over here? Nothing. We finally get a mini game and nothing. Now I'm starting to understand the frustrations with lumbering for the treasure pieces. I am really now getting an idea of why people are saying it and complaining and shit. I thought, you know, my little gathering session that I did looking for it first, you know, I thought, okay, maybe it's just me. But doing this gathering session yet again, I don't like lumbering. I really hate it now. Should have went Kaffir trees. Should have went with the Kaffirs. At least I would have got something back a lot better than this shit. But no, I was like, we'll stick with the activity that'll go ahead and have the more trees and I won't have to do all this extra, but I would have got more from the Kaffirs. And we hit Guru 24? Oh, Guru 23. It's Guru 23 for... And still no ginseng. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Oops. And nothing. Not even the treasure. Yeah, I can really say I had a easier time going for the herbing. Lumbering sucks. It's not bad if you're out there trying to get the materials, but oof. It's like raw tapping a Devo. Now I don't want to hear anything about either it goes or it doesn't. Because we all know most times it does not go. Your sanity goes, you know, your patience goes, that fucking wheelbarrow sitting in the random forest goes, but no. Yeah, like, this really fucking sucks. That little bastard spawn. Oh, over here. Hit him with that special. Yeah, this bugs me on so many different levels. I'll get over it. Eventually we'll gather enough, you know, we'll get it completed. Like, even if I have to do this on my off time when I'm not streaming, like, we'll get the lumbering done. I just know the other activities are a lot better than doing this, like, from my personal experience doing them. Yeah, because we're over here. 396 of the mining, 68 of the hide, the 262 of the butchering, 597 of the fluid collecting, and then just 76 of the wood chips, with the wood chips having less than all of the other categories before I even started this today. So the other ones just suck. Or the lumbering just sucks. Go ahead, open up our mains. Yeah, we do have enough. There is no available maid. Yeah, I know. I know. I even turned off the aggro. Well, it's not like I had a lot of agris to waste anyway. But at least this will go ahead and give me a chance to regen it all and have it ready and waiting for when I do mining. Especially because I'm running a trade crate empire and you can never have enough of the actual metals, like the copper, tin, zinc, iron. And if I really wanted to, I'll go ahead and do the coral crabs for the extra coral while I'm doing it too. I think it's mainly going to depend on if Pilgrim's Haven is like backed up, or if I'm just really feeling like bold and daring. How many of those artifacts do I have now? I have 4 of the gathering drop rate. After using the 2 for my main and the 2 for my normal Musa gathering. Or gatherer. And looky, we're back here in Trent already. Oops, I fell down a cliff. So while I'm here, oh yeah, I'm too short to climb. That's right. Short people problems. Go ahead, repair. Fuck it, I'll move everything in. Open up our inventory. And while I'm here, move all these over there. And back out we go. We still have time on my buff. I'm gonna be extremely exhausted in the morning, but it'll fucking be worth it in the end. I swear, it'll be worth it. Maybe. I might be delusional with this shit, but we'll find out. We'll find out in the long run. I'll look back and be like, damn, it's either gonna be worth it, you know, exhausting myself, or I'm probably gonna cry silently. I haven't really decided yet. But hey, at least you guys get to watch me waste the time, so you guys can go ahead and choose to just buy the parts from the central market instead. anything. No 20 and no ginseng. You can do it. You can definitely do it. Don't give up. I'm giving up. Mentally, I'm fucking giving up. It's just like, damn. Just pine on pine on pine. And shit horse. That's the equivalent of my RNG. That shit horse right there. Missed it. There we go. That way. We'll just continue making loops. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gotten the treasure. Oh, hell yeah, thank you for the follow. You're fucking amazing. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten the treasure. This is just unbearable. And I'm getting less mini games too, I noticed. Ooh, one treasure part. Go ahead. Oops. Come on. There we go. Remote collect. Oh yeah. Most people, when they look at Black Desert, it's mainly all about the combat. It's mainly what they hype up the most, you know, and that's what they show in a lot of their videos. But let's be real. If you're not willing to go out there and do the life skilling yourself to get all of your buff items, you'll be buying it from the central market, and they have to come from somewhere. I like to waste time so that no one is bothered to go out there and do it for themselves. Oh, I jest, but I'm glad, you know. I'm gonna continue making content, getting more things shown. Like, I don't do mob grinding. I just strictly stick to life skilling. That's definitely, for me, I'm glad that they offered the ability to go ahead and play the game without having to interact with combat and or very little combat. All right, here we go. Millennial Wild Ginseng. Come on. Not even the treasure 20 drop. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for the follow. You're fucking amazing. Hell yeah, doggy. That's some good cake. Yeah, I recommend if you're trying to get your tent treasure, definitely just pre-order the shit from the central market and don't waste the time. Like, unless you were mentally prepared for this, like, man. Yeah, luckily, even with all of the updates, I mean, life scaling is fundamentally the same. you know, and I have yet to find a game that can match the life skilling capabilities that BDO offers. Like, a lot of the games, they'll have, you know, your basic little life skills, you know, you can gather and all this, but their crafting always fails by the wayside. It's always more of a, you do your crafting up to a certain point, and then dungeons will go ahead and be where you get your gear, or raids is going to be where you get your gear. And so far, it doesn't matter if you have your end game combat gear or you're just starting out. Like, there's always a life skilling. There's always a nice little gathering route to the game to where you don't have to bother with your combat gear. Oh, you get lucky. You do get lucky sometimes. Yeah, no, I played Palia. I gotta jump back into it again. But yeah, not even Palia goes ahead and compares to here. The only other game that at least held a candle to Black Desert was Arcade. I haven't played the new update. I was more along, I was like behind, so I was trying to catch up to the update, but I got overwhelmed after not playing it for a couple years and all, so I haven't been back into it. But yeah, Arcade was the only MMO that really held my interest with it, other than old school RuneScape. You know, but they killed Arcade when they got done beta 3. Beta 4, it was just steadily going down, and then release happened, and I played it for a month, gave it up, tried it again for like another month, like probably a year later, and it was basically the same shit, just different month. So I really couldn't do it. The Chinese bots really ruined it. Just the lack of the what was it, the archeum dust for the crafting of your weapons and stuff, it really hindered everything that I wanted to do. In beta 3 was amazing, and they fell so far. And now that the Arcade Chronicles is coming out, they don't have the original guy who made it. I have no hopes and dreams for it, to be honest with you all. Like, I don't really think it's going to play out in the way everyone is hoping. Everyone smoking their copium is just going to be sorely let down. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong, and they could come out and show us like, yeah, we got that Arcade, and try to actually compete with Black Desert's life skilling, but sorry, nothing really compares. Oh hell yeah, we got a fucking raid. We've been raided. But yeah, like, nothing. Oh fucking hey Jay Coon, what's up? But nothing really compares to fucking Black Desert. Like, I just don't really feel like Arcade is going to really do anything. Ooh, okay, let's go ahead and move the wood instead. And no made, so we'll go ahead and do the things. But yeah, I've been explaining, like, there's no other game like Black Desert in terms of life skilling. It's all I do. Yeah, it's literally, I only do life skilling. Like, my channel is only about life skilling. Like, it's the part of the game that I enjoy, so I've been trying to teach all the beginner players just, you know, how to play it. How to enjoy the game without having to really deal with combat. Like, there's a nice little peaceful aspect, unless you're lumbering for the stupid Star of Nostos. This has been just a bad experience. Yeah, I enjoy old school RuneScape. I've been doing a hardcore Iron Man run, which I'm still surprised that I'm alive and not dead. I'm not like terribly far. I got hung up on one of the oh man, the gardening one for the stupid shears or whatever they are. I have to get a blue dragon scale, So I have to go and get myself prepared to try to get one of them. I don't have the key for the dungeon, so right now I'm just trying to figure out life before I try to risk it for the biscuit. All for one scale to continue on my quest. And I don't have any type of dragon shield or anything like that. It's what I did when I took a little, I wouldn't even call it a break. I did AFK fishing in the background and sat there and played my Iron Man run. But I did enough to go ahead. I got my agility costume. I'm working on getting the rest of my mining. Then I have to go out and get the gloves for the smelting and all that. Oh, lucky you. It's almost 3 a.m. here for me. But thank you, Jay. Enjoy your night, you know, good night, and you know, I hope tomorrow is good for you. I got work in the morning, or no, I got work in the afternoon. I know I'm going to be exhausted, but I'm not leaving until my buff is done. It's a lot of money I'm going to be wasting if I just like stop my session before then. But I'm just 592, so yeah, I'm just waiting for my mellow to go ahead and wear out. But hey, we've done one treasure item today. We're not going to be able to get anywhere near it with the lumbering, but it's going to be a weekly endeavor. Hopefully we'll make more progress tomorrow. Or at least get a millennial wall ginseng, like at least that. Even though I'm half tempted on selling it for, I think it's the almost 10 bill. I might just even pop it for myself. How am I not proccing the 20 drops? I think that's what's bugging me the most. At least with herb gathering, I was proccing 20s every so often. Here, not so much. Like, at all. Come on, wild ginseng or the 20 drop. Nothing. Nothing. Could start tapping more Manos just for the fun of it. I should, I could, but will I? Ooh. Oh no. I don't even have the maids available to go ahead and take out any of the materials anyway, so that the lack of maids, that's my saving grace right there, because if it wasn't for that fact, I would. I'd totally do it. Even though I could possibly just buy the Manos and then, you know, the concentrated, that'd be like at least 4 bill. I think 4 bill, and it's not really worth it. I need to pop my food. Forgot that ran out. Anything good? Nothing. Still sitting at 88. What do you mean? Lumbering now just a thing? Like, just a thing like how? Because a lot of people are more interested in Black Desert for the combat. You know, no one likes to sit here and tediously cut down trees and stuff to basically do nothing. So, you know, everyone wants combat, everyone wants action and all that. But, like, no one really... Not a lot of people really want to sit there and do the gathering and the crafting and all that. G50, let me know when you come back so you can go ahead and ask, because I'm curious on like what thing you're talking about. Like if it's like a gathering activity, I mean, it always has been. I'm mainly doing this for the treasure piece. I'm only doing it for the treasure piece, let's be real. There was a couple trailers that they, well, a couple videos that they would post that had like brief little snippets of life skilling. It's just not a lot of people want to do the life skills. Like they're more interested in the action, the PvP, the adrenaline, not the baking bread and hugging a tree and playing with your pet rock. Oh no, nothing will ever fucking replace the act of trading. I'm just out here collecting the treasure pieces so that I can get my tent treasure to be able to teleport back to the house and then back to your tent. We just done the herb gathering today. I did a 6-hour stream earlier just gathering. Well, herb gathering. Now I'm out here lumbering and I regret my decision. And no one is selling the items, so it's not like I can throw out a pre-order and get everything like that. Adonia was mainly geared towards mob grinding anyway. Mob grinding and the PvP, so yeah, like... Yeah, I'm just... That's the only reason why I'm out here doing the, Did I just drop connection? Oh, shit. I shouldn't have dropped connection. But yeah, I'm literally just out here, like, doing the lumbering for the treasure. At least earlier when I was herb gathering, I was getting the herbs needed for, like, alchemy and anything like that. Yeah, fucking lucky. I didn't get lucky like that. My RNG failed hard. I got a good decent amount, but like I wasn't proccing the 20 during the minigame. I didn't even get a millennial wild ginseng. Like, it's been bad. I've had more luck tapping my Manos than I've had getting the treasure drops. Like, I one tap, or well, I raw single tapped, or one shot my 2 try Manos accessories just for shits and giggles. But when it comes to the actual treasure drops, as you can see, I'm not getting anything. I'm stuck at 91. Sucks listening to everyone else's good luck when you have none at all. I get luckier on the taps than I do with anything else. You know what? Just to go ahead and prove a point. My mastery currently for lumbering 3.1k. Nothing too extreme. Yeah, let's get the accessories just to prove a point on how bad my luck is. Get 3 of those, and then we'll go ahead and get our stones because I don't feel like waiting around for to make the concentrated. It's just, for me right now, just bad RNG. Bad RNG all around. Let's break up the gathering with some raw taps because we don't use protection in this house. We raw tap the shit. No, that's not even fair. That's a given. All right, moment of truth. Yep. I don't have a good feeling about this one. If it wasn't for that pity. I'm just making base Prion for my alts. Like, why are you not enhancing? Yep, straight failed. That is the epitome of my luck right there. Yeah, I'm just tapping base Prion for all of my alts. Nothing too extreme, just something to go ahead and give it to him. And I'm not going to go out and buy the Prions. You know, normally if I wasn't trying to go ahead and just prove how bad my luck is, I would go and craft up all the concentrated and then go and tap it. But it's been pretty bad tonight. But you know, something basic to get my alts all, you know, able to be, once I switch, I should be able to just start life skilling. I want that convenient. I'm not going to sit there and waste the maids to transfer the gear and blah blah blah. Like I was just saying, I don't want to have to sit there and wait to, oh, I'm out here gathering and all my maids are gone. Oh, I want to switch off to my alt. Oh yeah, thank you for the follow. Like, now I gotta wait for my maids, or I gotta run all the way to the town, to the storage, put all my gear in, blah blah blah. Like, I don't want to have to wait. And that's my biggest pet peeve. I should be able to just switch and run. Just switch and run. They all have their gear, they all have their alchemy stones, they all have their light stones and light stone combinations. You know, it's just something so that it's just a one and done. Like, if you guys have all the extra maids and all to go ahead and do it, sure, by all means, you know, only build that one piece of, or the one set of gear and all. I'm not really, if I'm on my alt, I'm not really worried about hitting that 3k mastery. It's just something that I'm gonna, you know, hurry up and do if I quickly need something, you know? Yeah, once you have the star, but if you don't have the star, like me, I can't do the whole teleporting and then throwing everything into the storage like that. Which, you know, is the whole reason why I'm out here gathering and trying to get the star, so I have the options. It's not really a need or anything like that. It'd be nice to have it, but I mainly do everything on my main. It's only when it comes to the times where, like, I'm like getting ready for bed or something and I don't want to sit there and waste the time on gearing up or having to transfer everything. I can just switch off, set it up, and just go. Now I'm hoping to get that motherfucker already. No, I don't really care for him. I don't need the alchemy ingredients. I'm just out here for the treasure. Like, literally, that's all I'm here for. And at the minimum, Ape, my my mastery for my alts are usually around 2k. So it's not like too terribly bad, but normally if I'm on my alt, I'm not going for the really important things. I'm just out there either trying to burn the energy or top off something if I desperately needed it. My main is where I do everything important. Especially like, what? For alchemy, I mainly just do it for the contribution. I'm not really caring. I don't make any of the recipes to use, and if I do, that's when I switch off to my alt or my main to go ahead and handle all of that, like with the cooking. Like, if I really desperately need something from cooking, I'll go ahead and do it on my main, but my alt is like geared up 2k, all that good shit. And here we go. Let's use up all of our mage, shall we? Only 0 mage remaining. Huh. Let me transfer my gear. Oh man, I can't. And that's where that whole one and done and be able to run when I swap comes in handy. I don't have to worry about any of that now. I could, or I don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, but with the recent fucking changes, like, it's not even worth, like, you can't hold a huge stack of wood anymore. Like, it's alright. It's not even an inconvenience for me. Yeah, you swap a lot for the sailing and the fishing. I have to do something with a fishing alt. I really do. I'm trying to get my alt set up for sailing. It's just, I don't really do sailing like that. And when I do fishing, it's usually on my main only. So I'm not really exactly set up for it yet. But I'm pretty much set up everything on my main. You know, everything I could possibly need and or want. The alts are just there when I really need to do something quick, or I'm going to bed, or, you know, I'm going to work and blah blah blah. And another thing to note, I don't do things for the most money I can get. I don't do things for the most efficiency that I can get. Like, I am just casually life skilling. I am just doing things to enjoy it, you know? Like, once you start comparing yourself to others and your progress and everything, it'll burn you out real quick. You know, I don't bother with the season characters for fishing. I do it all on my main. Oh no, I'm complaining about lumbering. I am complaining about this fucking activity here. This trying to get the treasure has sucked for lumbering. What's up, Dial? Welcome back. You know, if you're out there just gathering for the materials, oh yeah, that's cool, that's fine. But solely going for the treasure sucks. Oh no, I'm gonna complain about the bad RNG. I'm gonna complain about it the whole entire time. Fuck the RNG. Oh yeah, my whole entire channel is made for beginners, like to learn the life skills and all that. I rarely make anything for veteran players because, you know, veterans usually have done it all, seen it all. You know, they know the ins and the outs of the game, so my channel is mainly focused on, you know, showing you how to get started with things. Yeah, lumbering. I don't know why they made lumbering so, like, the treasure drop rate so abysmal. The herb gathering went off without a hitch, but I'm not getting any treasure drops. And that's exactly why I say you shouldn't base your game off of any content creator. You shouldn't sit there and try to, you know, compare your progress with, you know, anyone else's game. You know. So if you're gonna sit there and try to copy and paste my complaining, you've already lost. You know, and this is how I choose to play. Great thing about a sandbox game, I can sit there and play how I want, and I don't have to give a fuck about how anyone else plays, you know? I mean, at least, you know, that's what I've grew up to learn about sandbox games, you know, the whole term sandbox and all that. Makes the Imperial deliveries easier and easy to get high price. Yes, it is easy. Yeah, there's always going to be something. there's always gonna be something. I mean, hell, I don't even know about mob grinding, so like whenever anyone's asking questions about mob grinding and the chat goes ahead and like starts teaching them, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. And a lot of little tidbits with the life skilling I still don't know. Like, it's either new and or was so unloved when like back in 2016 that like you either forgot about it, don't care about it, and it's now like making a resurgence. So it's like, oh, okay, I learned something new. I'm trying to remember what it was that I just found out about. Like, even though I sat there and it played for so many years, like, can't remember now. It was something. Like, I did legit learn something. I just can't remember what it was. And I don't count updates. I don't count like when there's a new update and because clearly that's all new. Like, it's always new. Unless you look at the Glab and you watch the Korean streamers and all that. Maybe it won't be new. It was like when Kama Sylvia was coming out. You know, we all got to sit there and watch, you know, the Koreans play it. You know, we learned about the zone and all that. So, I mean, technically it wasn't really new. So if you're watching their streams, like, yeah, it's not really new. We'll get it in the next 3 to 6 months. Come on, here we go. Not even a 20 proc. Yeah, we're going on 8 hours so far with not really a good drop from the mini games. And I haven't found that giant fucking treant here. I know did Pearl Abyss remove it? There's no way. Like, he was always walking around. And for the last almost 3 hours that I've been here, just nothing. No giant tree stomping around. I wanted to see it again. The good old nostalgia. Do I have any crates that have been transported, or did I forget to send any? Yeah, I forgot to send them. I have nothing being delivered. That's a shame. That's a dreadful shame there. Got 14 minutes left on my medicine. Okay, it's not just me. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's noticed it's been gone. I don't remember hearing anything about them wanting to remove it. I haven't heard anything on... Yeah, like... Now I'm curious on when it was removed, or is it just bugged and not spawning or something? Is that even a thing? And how, like, how long? They couldn't have removed it. There should have been no reason why they would remove it. At least you would think there'd be no reason for them to remove it. Save me time and effort. Get everything moved in. And continue. Now I'm really gonna have to look it up, see if like there's something wrong with it. It's just not spawning. They removed it. Like, what do they do here? What's going on? All right. Let's see. Let me see. It might be bugged. Yeah, it might be bugged, so that's unfortunate. And if it is bugged, why have they not addressed that yet? Like a little brief, you know, notification or something in the patch notes like, hey, by the way, it's bugged. There's nothing we can do about it, and or thank you for bringing it to our attentions or something. But I really feel like it makes the zone, and without it, the zone kind of feels empty. It doesn't give me that old school BDO vibes, you know, like besides the running around Trent and or not Trent, but the Trent Forest and Mancha trying not to die as a life skiller. Like that tree is like that epitome of a nostalgia over here. I kind of miss it. You know, it's kind of like when your dad leaves and goes to get milk. Like it's cool, you know, he'll be back, and then like after a while you really start to miss him, you know. Like I want the giant tree back. That's what I'm hoping they'll address in the Heidel ball. I know it's not going to be anything about the active trading coming back, or the fact that they promised the G51 the G100 guru brackets any type of like rewards, like how beginner all the way up to master has them. You know, it's not the fact that they still have not done anything with harpoon fishing, even though active or not, well, any type of the rod fishing got all the new prized fish. Even hunting got a new zone. I want them to mention the giant walking tree that is gone. That tree has went out for a pack of cigarettes and has not returned yet. Like, I want my giant tree. To make a poster of the giant tree silhouette with a question mark and say got wood. We'll send it into PA. And that's another thing. Does Jay still work there? Like, I have not heard Jay mentioned in such a long time, and he wasn't at the last event. The last video that they put out and everything. Like, did they kill him? Is he down in the the basement having to work? Is he not allowed to show his face anymore? Like, where is Jay? I miss him and his little Bugatti. And I can't find anything like online about him. Like the trail stops in I think 2023. Yeah, and oh, you remember that one time that they said that they were going to go ahead and unify all of the bloods and the meats and everything. You remember that? Oh, what about the stacking seeds? Oh, that was a good one. Oh, and the seed of abundance. Oh, I remember that one. Oh man, and that boat that was going to be helpful for trading in the ocean. Oh man, good times, good times. You guys remember in the 2016 trailer or the 2015 trailer when they showed us being able to climb? You know, that was a great letdown. But you know what? I have more faith that they'll bring back the walking tree. That's what I'm going to hold out my hopes for. But no, I really hope they fix that. Oh yeah, no, I have a whole list of things that they have promised that has not come out. You know, the things that were posted up on the Glab, the things that they posted up in the roadmaps and everything that has not yet come out and or has like been brushed under the rug to the point where people have forgotten about it. Except for Petridge Farms. Like, they have not forgotten. And a lot of it's not really important. But I do want them to go ahead and give us some, like, prize fish for harpooning. Harpooning already sucks, but at least give me a chance of getting a really good prize fish like the rods. Like, the ghost whale at one point in BDO's lifetime was the most expensive thing that you can get in the game. It was the thing that, like, the whole reason why I got into fishing when I first started life skilling was just solely so that I can start harpooning for the ghost whale, because that's how you made money until they nerfed fishing. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into cooking and alchemy, because cooking and alchemy was like the next best thing after they nerfed fishing. And then they nerfed that. And then I was like, all right, trading. I hear all these stories about how trading and blah blah blah, and then they nerfed that. And I think that was like for the second iteration of trading. Not when they introduced the Imperial trading, or it might have been when they introduced the Imperial trading. Let me think. Let me see if I still have it. I think it was during... It might have been during the Imperial days, but it could well be for the, it might have been back during these days. Like, you know, fishing used to be the shit when they had the whole fishing boat and the totem and all that. Does anyone still do the horse racing? Like, I know they went ahead and reworked the rewards and all, but is that dead too? Like harpoon fishing? Like a small group still do it, and only because they need it for a quest or like a little niche item? Is it just me? I need to set up a fucking alt over there at Sunboon. I keep forgetting. I really keep forgetting. I need to get the flame for my Artina. I really do. Just there, are those trees fighting? Nope, just bugged. I'm gonna be looking around the trees, hoping that I can find that guy just standing there. Even if he's not moving. And I could imagine he's gonna be up there in the hills. Probably bugged, not able to walk down. He set himself for an auto path, and just like trying to auto path out there in the ocean, he got stuck. Oops. You guys did not see that. You guys did not see that at all. And now I'm gonna go up in the hills and try to find him. Here, giant tree. Where could you be? I was hoping. Nah. Well, there's the hoping. curious if he just didn't spawn. I think I would have liked it better if he was just stuck in a tree, of all things. Like, could you imagine the tree getting stuck in smaller trees? Like, you would imagine he'd be able to rip down the trees and stuff like that, and he's getting stuck in one of these trees. The tiny ones, not even like the bigger ones. No, the legit tinier ones. Oh, no, they actually will attack me. Trees are bitches. But those guys, yeah, they'll follow. Trash horse. I don't even want it. Oh, we got 1 minute left. Yep, no walking tree. I think he's just really bugged and not able to spawn. I was hoping to find at least one, like, a tree bobbing or swaying or something. Like, oh, there he is! Yeah, no, he's just dead. Like, he is so dead, he is not coming back for the sequel. That's a shame. Oh well. I tried. Let's see what we ended off tonight with. 122 of the treasure. Not bad, not good. Could have been better, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, we'll keep doing this tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be in the Trent Forest because, like, if there's no giant walking tree, there's no point in actually being over here to enjoy it. I'll probably pick another place to do our lumbering. I might even take a chance to go out there to Adania and do the calf res, or maybe I'll do the Hex Sanctuary and get the fur or something. Maybe even do the Snowfield, but without that giant walking tree, I just don't want to be over here in the forest, you know? It just doesn't have that same feel to it. But it is getting late, everyone. My buffs are gone. Well, the one buff that I was grinding for is gone. I did keep most of my energy, so it's not even that bad of a trade-off. 122 of the weathered wood chips, but I'll try to stream tomorrow. As usual, I'll post it up in the community tab so you guys have a little Escar Mountains. I'll try that. We'll go ahead and do that tomorrow, maybe. But for the most part, I have work tomorrow. I'll try to stream beforehand, let you guys know in the community tab, so it's not just a big surprise like, oh, I'm online. And I think tomorrow I'll actually post up on the Twitch story, so you know, you guys got a little heads up on there. But it was great having you guys in here. Thanks for coming by. We did a pretty good gathering session. I actually got one of the treasure pieces, and we got 2 of the Manos taps to be converted over to the Prion to give out to my alt, so it wasn't that bad of a night. The lumbering could definitely use a lot of work with the drop rate, but hey, it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoy your night. You know, don't game too hard and all that good shit. Unfortunately, I do have to be going to bed. You know, I'm gonna be exhausted in the morning, but it was worth it. It was totally worth it. My short stream turned into a mid-length stream, but I hope to see you guys tomorrow. North Kaya Mountain is good. Or Caffers. Yeah, I was thinking about the Caffers just for the money making, but I'm probably gonna end up, you know, I'll try out the Escar Mountains, North Kaya, you know, just anywhere that has a good amount of the trees. But with all that being said, everyone, enjoy the rest of your night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you, and keep on keeping on and keep gathering out there, everyone. Good night.